The New Orleans riverfront gleaming brightly along the Mississippi here tonight. Greetings, everyone. Welcome to 2K Sports and another exciting edition of NBA basketball. This is Kevin Harlan, and we've got Steve Smith and Greg Anthony at the table with me. And the fourth member of our crew, David Aldridge, our sideline reporter. Already it's February. Hard to believe. Let's see how the West is matching up. Take a look at the Spurs. They've got their eye on the #1 seed as the season moves into the final stretch. Currently first place in the standings, and guys showing no signs of letting up. And checking out New Orleans, they have a lot of ground to make up.
And you know, right now for San Antonio, the step forward they've taken this season has been a giant one. I thought they'd be an improved team, but I had no idea they could be this good.
And you're not alone. How could anyone have predicted this? Nobody thought they'd be such serious contenders this deep into the season.
We are nearly ready for the tip-off, but first, let's hear from our very own David Aldridge. DA, it's all yours.
Kevin, thank you. Now, I saw C.J. McCollum play all 4 of his years at Lehigh. He said the grind and hunger of a mid-major athlete is just different. You have to carry the responsibility of the team and literally the entire program. The tournament is on your shoulders. You get a lot of stuff that can't be taught. Guys, now he's the teacher. I'm just glad he's no longer schooling my beloved AU Eagles.
And David, as most people know, you went to American, so I get it. Class in session. Thanks, DA. A look at the San Antonio Spurs opening lineup. They've got Simmons. Clint Capella is out there with Anthony. Then it's Josh Hart. And it's Griffin in at the 3 spot. And for the Pelicans, Ingram and Williamson are the forwards. Then there's C.J. McCollum. Then there's Jonas Valanciunas. And it's Alvarado in at the point. And Greg, when it comes to load management, why do we see more of it now than when you play?
Well, for me, the science of sport has evolved. And it's not just the athlete. It's the technology and the science that goes into making a better athlete. That's why you're seeing load management far more acceptable to the masses now, understanding that this is about the long game.
With the body to carve out space, Zion Williamson goes to work and gets it done.
To the inside, here's Capella. The basket good off the assist from Simmons.
And I'll bet that's what they talked about before the game, getting the ball inside early.
Mr. Williamson. Now here's Ingram. Back to Williamson. Here's Valanciunas. It's hauled in by Clint Capella. And it's Anthony with the ball for San Antonio. Last time they met was in San Antonio.
In the last meeting of these two teams, they were really sharp defensively, disrupting the flow of their offense and causing a ton of turnovers.
They wreaked havoc on the defensive end and really held the pace of the game in their favor for the entire game.
Yeah, and when Simmons is driving inside, he's going to sky up for the flush, getting to the basket in no time.
McCollum outside. Over Hart. Will not go. This is off the front iron. For San Antonio, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. With the drive, and he throws it down hard with one hand.
Yeah, just a simple one-hand flush.
I think he got a few more inches on his vertical by going with the spike. Passes it to Ingram. The shot comes out. Good work defensively by Capella. Anthony, the pass to Griffin. Williamson outside. Ingram outside. Shoots over Griffin. And the Pelicans miss again.
Just a little off to start this game. 1 for 5, looking to find some kind of rhythm.
And then the young fella busts out the slick move inside to get open for the jam.
Greg, that was sick and slick. The D had no chance. And first time out of the game called for New Orleans. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of Miami.
Rough game defensively. I mean, they lost a lot of the individual matchups, and the help was slow to rotate.
Point blank, this is a bad combination. If you're looking to get stops, that's not the way.
Ingram dishes to Valanciunas. Just 5 to shoot. And Brandon Ingram gets the 3.
You must chase Ingram off the three-point line. He's too dangerous of a threat to hit a triple.
And this may not be the juiciest stat you'll ever get, but the development of Brandon Ingram as a free throw shooter early in his career was shocking.
Hart, no good. Pelicans trailed by 3. Ingram outside. The pass to Williamson. Over Hart. Valanciunas. It's good on the putback.
The persistence of Valanciunas paying off in a big way on the glass. He is just a tremendously hard worker.
And Simmons kicks to Capella. Now here's Simmons. He had 13 points in the win against the Hawks in Atlanta. Here's Anthony. Misses in close. Greg, as we take a look at Ingram's free throw shooting, he went from a mediocre performer at the line to almost automatic after a few years in the NBA.
And Kevin, it's a testament to the work he's put in. It was an area of his game he had to develop, and he didn't ignore it. And now his aggression on the court pays off with points at the line. And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
It's his first trip to the line.
Not the best statistic for him in terms of his performance at the line. Very low numbers.
That free throw missing.
And it's hard to look at Simmons and not get excited about his potential. He's still got a lot of developing to do as a player, and he's ready to put in the work.
And he sinks the second. And so it's McCollum. He'll bring it up for New Orleans, trailing by 2. Another shot. San Antonio with the rebound. They are coming off that win against Atlanta.
Yeah, facing that hostile crowd, they just found a way to kind of tune out the noise and focus on the game.
What was beautiful, it was a tremendous game plan coming in. You saw the execution and you saw the results. Unusual for him, just a lack of concentration. Fails to finish the play.
Ingram against Griffin. That's Ingram missing.
You know what, though? They keep calling his number despite the difficult quarter he's had.
Back to Griffin. Inside. Here's Anthony. Shot's good. Griffin making the play.
And love the muscle Anthony brings to the 3 spot. Takes pride in outworking everyone when he's that deep inside.
McCollum with the ball. No points in the game hit for him. Rebounded by Capella.
Meeting right at the rim. He typically converts in those situations. Not this time.
Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
He rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish. Pelicans trail by 6. Pass to Williamson. He kicks it to Ingram. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen. And here is our 2K leaderboard. These teams have been on fire over the course of the past 10 games. Number 1, the Spurs. 5th on the list, the Pelicans.
I mean, this is about hot shooting for both these teams recently. 2 teams playing with tremendous confidence. This sure makes for an exciting matchup.
Pass to Capella. And here is Anthony. Pass to Hart. A 3-ball. Shot clock at 6.
Using his height and length there to prevent the second chance opportunity.
Williamson with it. Now guarded by Simmons. And Ben Simmons picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Russell Westbrook in for Carmelo Anthony. The pass to Alvarado. Now here's Jones. Defended by Hart. Ingram wide open. Their offense stone cold. Another miss there. Ingram against Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
Nice play by Simmons. So good at switching gears with the ball in his hand.
Timeout called here. The Pelicans decide to talk it over.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
And it boils down to the question. Toughness. One team showing it, the other allowing itself to be bullied.
Daniels is checked in for the Pelicans. Murphy passes to Daniels. Six to shoot. It's tipped. And Murphy kicks to Hayes. Pass to Alvarado. Here's Jones. Pass to Daniels. Over Oladipo. Oladipo with the block.
You're not going to beat Oladipo with that. I mean, Victor plays hard on both sides of the ball.
Favors passes to Westbrook. It's Oladipo on the wing. To the paint. Here's Graham. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Jones kicks to Murphy. Passes it to Alvarado. To stop the drought. Westbrook with the block. Outside Favors. It's Oladipo on the wing. Back to Favors. And now the Pelicans on the break. Murphy passes to Alvarado. And here's the fast break. Oladipo leading the way. Here's Westbrook. It's rebounded by Hayes. Pelicans trail by 10. Down low. And New Orleans pushing it up now. And again, no good by New Orleans. Graham surveying the floor. Driving to the basket. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. And Greg with Devontae Graham, you know he's going to shoot it. He has no hesitation letting it fly.
I mean, he's a solid three-point shooter who believes he can make any shot. About 2/3 of his shots all come from outside, so you know exactly what you're getting with him.
The first free throw is good. New Orleans making a switch here. Nance is checked in. And Graham drops them both. New Orleans has gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. And the pass to Hayes. Daniels with it. Back to Hayes. And they get it. The shot's good on the assist by Daniels.
Unselfish, moving the ball. Love to see this kind of offense.
Westbrook dishes to Graham. Westbrook kicks to Favors. Oladipo against Murphy. Oladipo with the bounce pass. Clock at 6. Here's Westbrook. A beautiful reverse layup.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Outside, Jones. The shot missing. And the Spurs going the other way now. Westbrook passes to Favors. Westbrook kicks to Oladipo. Fires the three. They get the rebound. Favors. And a slam dunk by Favors.
You love the effort of Favors. On the glass, he's a scrappy player who comes away with second chance opportunities for his club.
Pass to Hayes. Outside Murphy. And Derek Favors pulls it down.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
He tries for three, and they get it back. Outside Griffin. Drives to the hoop. It's stolen by Nance. Goes up the baseline. Tries again. Hayes, no good. Spurs leading by 14. Here's Oladipo. Lays it up off the glass.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Jones in the post. Graham defending. On the basket by Jones. And here's Oladipo. He'll bring it up for the San Antonio Spurs. 43 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Westbrook. The basket is good off the assist from Graham.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
San Antonio's gone 0-4 from three-point land to start out. Looking cold from outside. And the rebound goes to Murphy. Westbrook with the steal. Graham in the corner. Pass to Favors. No good with the layup. And so it's the San Antonio Spurs with a sizable lead as the quarter wraps up. They're ahead 16 points. Their transition game has been in full effect. We've got more in store for you right after this. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Spurs?
Guys, their willingness to attack the basket so far has been great. They're penetrating, finding the holes in the defense, and scoring from close range.
Yeah, they're showing some muscle also in the first half as well, and getting a lot of their points in the paint. Really like the balance they've shown.
On the court for San Antonio here in the second. They've got Griffin. Oladipo is out there with Russell Westbrook. And it's Vassell in at the two guard.
Too smooth. Oladipo down the lane with such ease. His agility really gives him an edge.
Jones up top. Guarded by Walker. Rejected by Walker.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Here's Vassell. A three-pointer off the mark. Pelicans trail by 18. Here is Daniels. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Miami. Oladipo against Murphy. Jones in the post. Daniels inside the line. Great D that time for Westbrook. To the middle, poked loose. Griffin's shot is off. Murphy against Oladipo. The feed now to Nance. And Griffin sends it back.
Griffin has great timing. That's the reason why he blocked that shot.
Oladipo dishes to Griffin. Kicks to Westbrook. Driving inside. Oh, and the jam by Westbrook.
Hey, dunks aren't always for the big fellas.
A serious power move from the point.
Forget just laying it in. He wanted to make a statement.
Passes to Jones. And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. Back to Nance. And Nance slams it in.
And great job by Nance attacking at the rim. That's why you scout for effort players that do it consistently every night.
Now the pass to Vassell. No good from outside. Pelicans trail by 18. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. Outside, Walker. Outside, Westbrook. Down low. And the slam by Blake Griffin.
And that is in Blake Griffin's DNA, dunking on guys.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans. Steve is a bigger guard with a great three-point shot. You have to think you would have done well in today's game.
Yeah, Kevin, but probably as a center, a pick and pop big, because everybody's playing smaller now. So I doubt you'd have found me in the backcourt.
Here is Daniels, guarded by Simmons. Ingram passes to Williamson. And here is Ingram. Jacks up a three. Drills it from outside. Ingram's got 6 points.
We talk about the many ways Brandon Ingram helps this team. Stretching out the defense is one of them.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. A moment now to look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it has been trending for Russell Westbrook.
And looking at his offensive numbers from the past few years, it seems like teams around the league have kind of figured him out. He's having to work a lot harder for his points, and they haven't been coming nearly as easily as they used to.
And Simmons drops them both. Pelicans trail by 19. Pass to Valanciunas. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And here's McCollum for 3. Not his night so far. That's miss number 5 with no makes.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
And finished off by Walker.
How about using the rim to get some true hang time?
You know, he just wanted to make sure the landing was softer than the takeoff. Dishes to McCollum. The 3. Sinks the three-pointer. McCollum's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
And they are absolutely stroking it from beyond the arc.
Now Simmons. He has 7. Griffin looking around. Trying to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. McCollum outside. Pass to Valanciunas. Ingram outside. Back to Valanciunas. Now here's McCollum. He started closely. Again, McCollum missing.
The struggle is real. He's been way off with his shot all evening long.
Lets it go from deep. Pelicans with the rebound. Well, a lot of teams are going smaller these days, but big man Jonas Valanciunas still earning steady minutes year after year.
Efficient scoring and a presence on the glass. He's able to punish teams inside if they want to play small ball.
You just love how reliable he is. Night in and night out, his offense is there.
Here's Simmons, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It goes on C.J. McCollum.
What mastery from Simmons, fooling the entire defense in the paint there.
3 trips to the line so far for him in this one. That's good from Simmons.
No wasted trips at all. They're taking care of business at the line.
And some changes here for the Spurs. Anthony comes in for Walker. And it's Josh Hart in for Vassell. That one is no good. Pelicans trail by 16. The dish to Valanciunas. He kicks it to Ingram. Back to Valanciunas. Williamson trying to free himself up. Valanciunas, good. Valanciunas has got his second bucket of the game to go. Spurs leading by 14. Hart with it, now defended by McCollum. And there's a foul. It's on C.J. McCollum. That will get him his fourth foul of the game. Daniels, he's checked in for McCollum. And here is Simmons. 8 points for him. Here's Griffin. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. Griffin's got 7 points in the game.
This is the shot you want to get him. An open look from range.
Here's Williamson, and it's New Orleans scoring again.
Facing up, showing the jump shot. Zion saying, you can't give me that.
Now here's Simmons. He's covered by Daniels. Deep two from Anthony. They grab their own miss. And count it, the shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line.
When you're trying to claw your way back into a game, you cannot allow second chance opportunities.
Especially when you're this far down, you have to make the most of every sequence.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. Free throw no good for Capella.
You know, in most seasons throughout his career, Clint Capella has shot a higher percentage from the field than from the line.
Daniels with it. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Now, here's Hart. Passes it to Simmons. Going inside. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And when Simmons is taking it strong to the cup, he's looking for a foul. Love this guy's aggressive.
6 attempts for him at the line. He's made 4. And the first one drops. Greg, last season, we saw a lot of opinions about the play-in tournament, especially from players. Where did you fall on that thinking?
Well, I'm going to put on my fan hat right now, Kevin, and I thought it was exciting. I mean, seeing the stakes get raised for those teams that are right on the edge, I think it brings more interest for teams. But if I was still playing, I probably wouldn't like it if I had locked up the playoffs and still had to go play to earn a berth.
The Spurs making a switch here. Graham's checked in. Let's take another look at the staunch defense during that mobile one block.
And this is how you protect and grow a lead, by making a huge effort on that end of the floor.
Right side, Griffin. Ingram with the steal. There's the pass to Daniels. Griffin on the double team. Daniels kicks to Ingram. Shot clock at 5. New Orleans needs to get off a shot. From deep three-point range, Daniels, no good. San Antonio leading by 19. Outside Anthony. Shoots the 3. And he's good on the 3 ball. Anthony's got his second bucket tonight.
And Anthony is certainly capable of sinking the triple. The D has to respect that quick release and get out on it.
Daniels passes to Williamson. Back to Daniels. Kicks it out to Williamson. Looking to end the run. And he overshot that one, missing.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Here's Hart. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. There's the drive. Graham from outside. And they'll get another chance. Here's Capella. Bucket number 3. He's a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Griffin against Ingram. Nice D from Griffin.
He's had a tough time getting it going, and he's put this team behind the 8 ball.
That's his third personal foul.
These are his third and fourth free throw attempts of the game.
At the line for the Spurs, Devontae Graham. 2 shots.
And that one falls for Graham. And the Pelicans making a change here. Murphy's checked in. The Spurs also with the sub. Favors is checked in. That's also good. So he hits both free throws. New Orleans has gotten half their shots from three-point range to go down in the second quarter. 3 of 6 from downtown. Williamson looking it over. Ingram with it. Now Anthony defending. And the dunk by Williamson.
This is why Williamson's teammates love him. He makes them look good on these alley-oops.
Graham against Murphy. Shots good by Anthony. Anthony's got 5 points in the quarter.
Took him a while to get going, but here in the second quarter, he's found his rhythm.
Here's Alvarado. Favors with the rebound. Favors got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Hart, and he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Playing with high energy, outworking the defense up the floor.
And I just love it when the fast break results in a high percentage look. Not always the case these days.
Williamson right side. Over Favors. And it's Williamson missing.
He looked just a little out of rhythm. He's still trying to establish consistency from there.
Anthony kicks to Griffin. From deep. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Williamson outside. Pass to Alvarado. Here's Ingram. Solid shot from the distance of about 14 feet. Ingram's got 8 points.
What I like about Ingram at this point in his career, very decisive in his actions.
1:15 left in the first half. Hart finds Graham. Spurs passing it around. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Anthony. That one off the back iron and out.
I tell you what, the defense should send Christmas cards for that miss.
And slammed up by Ingram.
With that impressive wingspan, Brandon Ingram can sure make plays above the rim.
Graham, the pass to Anthony. Now here's Graham. He's guarded closely. No good that time. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That one's on Anthony.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
New Orleans shooting their first foul shots of the night here. So for the Pelicans, Jackson Hayes is checked in for Williamson. Nance comes in for Brandon Ingram, and Jones subbed in for Daniels.
And one thing that's obvious from interviews and social media is that Brandon Ingram has a terrific work ethic.
Yeah, this is a guy who really knows the value of hard work. It seems like he's always putting in hours at the gym or working on finding new ways to evolve his game.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now. That free throw good from Hayes. Hayes hits them both.
And they're getting to the line a lot in this quarter, guys, and it hasn't been by accident.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Now Westbrook. He's got 6. And Westbrook throws it down hard.
An explosive at the 1. Westbrook plays with tremendous force, rocking the rim there.
Here's Alvarado. And the Pelicans miss again. And so it's San Antonio holding a 22-point lead as the quarter wraps up. A look at the field goal percentage numbers tells the story of what tough defense they're playing today. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Here with Coach Greg Popovich. Pop, what do you think was the key to having such a strong first half?
We played good D.
That was 4 words. Thanks, Pop. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and the Jet, Kenny Smith. Let's get to it. It's San Antonio out on top at halftime. They are completely in control of the game, leading by a massive amount. Kenny, give us your take.
The work they put in on the glass has been the difference maker. Truly an all-hands-on-deck attack. Give them credit for being the more aggressive team. Rebounding is one of the stats that sometimes gets overlooked. Not tonight.
And over to the big fella. Your thoughts on the Pelicans?
They really need to focus on finding quality shots. If they can't create for themselves in the second half, things will only get worse. And I'm talking about the high percentage looks, not contested threes.
And that should do it. With the second half about to begin, let's send you back to Kevin Harlan. Go back to Kevin Harlan. Go. Just go over there.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. You look at Ben Simmons in this game, he's been everywhere.
Yeah, and I don't know if anybody saw this offense coming from him, but it's been key for his team.
This is why you prepare. Get ready for the opportunity if it comes your way, because you may be asked to deliver.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Underneath, in the post, it's Williamson and Valanciunas. Then it's Ingram. Then it's Jones. And it's Alvarado in at the point. That's the Pelicans 5. Here's Williamson. Even with all the hype Zion had coming into the NBA, Steve, I don't think folks expected him to have such an immediate impact.
It really was a wild first few months for Zion in the NBA. We weren't sure he'd play at all in his rookie year. But when he made it onto the court, he reminded everyone right away, Kevin, what a unique talent he is.
And the first one at the line is good. When you look at Zion Williamson's impressive scoring output, what also strikes you, Greg, is his field goal percentage.
Yeah, I mean, this guy hits at just around 60%. Safe to say Zion isn't wasting many looks. He just attacks inside where few men can slow him down.
And both free throws good for Williamson.
And we all know about Zion Williamson's athleticism. Now he must continue adding to his game.
Simmons passes to Anthony. Over Williamson. Shot's good by Anthony. Anthony's got 9.
And yeah, he's not messing around. He wants no part of a comeback in this one.
Reason why momentum can flip so quickly. We see it time and time again. Teams giving up big leads.
Valanciunas, good. Valanciunas has got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
Valanciunas just shrugging off the contact there to finish the play.
Up top, Simmons. He's guarded by McCollum. A nice shot by Simmons. He's got 12.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Listen, put the ball in the hands of your best scorers and let them go to work. Keep it simple.
Griffin kicks to Hart. Over a minute and a half into the third quarter of action. Here's Griffin. Cranes the three-pointer.
Doing great things at the offensive end. 3 for 4 to start this half.
Anthony on the double team. Pass to Ingram. Kicks it out to Williamson. A three from McCollum. Second shot opportunity, and Williamson with the layup.
Whether it be rebounding, driving the ball, in transition, Zion always looking to attack.
Pass to Anthony. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. Takes it from 10. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Williamson's got his 5th rebound in this one.
And the truth is, this league would have been much bigger had he shot better.
And the basket by McCollum.
Nice touch there from McCollum. Looking comfortable and confident from that range.
3 minutes gone now in the third quarter. Hart the pass to Simmons. Back to Hart. The pass to Carmelo. Over Alvarado. The shot by Anthony, no good.
Can't fault the play call. Even though he couldn't convert, that's a good shot. Yeah, that's a great shot. Third three of the game for him, first in this half.
And here is Simmons. 12 points for him. Outside Anthony. Pass to Capella. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. Pass to Anthony. Clock at 6. That's in for his 5th field goal of the game. Makes him 5 for 12 so far.
Yeah, just superb focus there for Melo. Overpowering the D and still finishes.
McCollum outside. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. McCollum's got 7 now in this quarter.
In this period, they're feeding him, and he's feeling it.
Simmons passes to Capella, and the dunk by Capella.
And that pass-first nature of Simmons, outstanding at understanding when his teammates are open.
McCollum with the ball. He's got 13 to the paint. It's stolen by Anthony. McCollum against Simmons. In the corner, it's Griffin. And it's off from three-point range. McCollum outside. Here he goes. Here's Valanciunas. And fouled as he went up to the dunk. Good aggressive move, and he'll shoot 2. That's on Clint Capella.
Like the way that Valanciunas worked his way to the line on that shot. Never let the defender get comfortable.
All right, we'll take a look now at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Spurs.
One thing that stood out all game is the consistent penetration they've gotten.
Yeah, but don't forget about their points in the paint, because those have been big.
Jones checked in for the Pelicans. San Antonio also making some changes. Walker comes in for Anthony, and it's Vassell in for Hart. Simmons passes to Walker. Out to the right wing. Outside Griffin. Bangs home the trifecta. Griffin's got 13.
Throughout the evening, he's gotten to his spots, and the defense has not adjusted.
Ingram against Griffin. Ingram dishes to Jones. Back to Ingram.
Come get it, come get it.
On the wing, Jones. Clock at 4. Over Simmons. And he didn't get quite enough under that one. Spurs leading by 21. In the corner, it's Griffin. Back to Simmons. Over McCollum. Outside, Walker. Simmons on the wing. He's guarded by McCollum.
And give him credit. Simmons struggled at the line when he entered the league, but Ben's really improved his foul shooting.
This will make 5 trips now to the free throw line for him tonight.
The line for 2.
He misses the free throw. Jackson Hayes, he's checked in for New Orleans. Nance comes in for Zion Williamson. can't make the second free throw either, missing both. It's hard to see anything but a ton of potential when you look at a player like Jackson Hayes.
Well, Kevin, just consider everything he's done already. Pulling down double-doubles, shooting at a high percentage. He makes the most of every touch he gets, and he's only getting better.
Victor Oladipo, he's checked in for San Antonio. And he's got his first chance at the line here.
And he's at 73% this year at the foul line. Adequate, but not spectacular.
To the inside, Griffin. No good that time. So the Pelicans will take it the other way. They'll be playing host to Toronto for the next one. It's Ingram on the wing. McCollum feeling it out a bit over Westbrook. Rebound San Antonio. Right side to Walker. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a three-point play. It goes on C.J. McCollum.
Capable of racking up assists. Westbrook has a feel for when his guys are open.
So for the Pelicans, Murphy's checked in, and Daniels subbed in for McCollum. That free throw good from Walker. For New Orleans, they've gone a solid 6 of 11 when shooting here in the third quarter. Right side, Jones. Back to Nance. Here's the three. And it's Griffin with the rebound. And here's Oladipo. He'll bring it up for the Spurs. And Walker throws it down.
Oh, boy, to be young again.
Makes you nostalgic, doesn't it? And it's the Pelicans with the ball. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Inside. The shot's good from Hayes. Hayes has got 6.
This is who you want leading that play. A sure passer with great awareness.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Jones.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Fantastic anticipation. He has active hands. Even though he doesn't come away with the turnover, he's disrupting their offensive flow.
Here's Griffin over Hayes. And Griffin with the score. The assist from Westbrook. Griffin's got his second basket of the night.
He's a hard guy to knock off balance. Blake Griffin taking the hit and staying in rhythm.
Jones in the post. San Antonio with the rebound. Griffin's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
Oladipo for 3, and again it's the Spurs from deep.
Excellent display of timing on the catch and shoot there. Oladipo plays quick but smart.
Westbrook with the block. Vassell, the pass to Walker. Spurs working the ball around now. Nance against Oladipo. Hangs in the air, and that's 2 points on the layup. He's got 9.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Passes it to Nance. Here is Daniels. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. It's stolen by Oladipo. In transition, here come the Spurs. And finished off by Oladipo.
And an effective two-way threat. Once Oladipo swipes it, watch out. He's looking to score at the other end.
New Orleans has gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Daniels dishes to Jones. Out to Nance. On the wing, Daniels. He dishes it to Jones. Will it go? And the rebound goes to Griffin. Griffin's got 5 rebounds tonight. Outside Westbrook. Goes to the reverse layup and traps it in. Westbrook's got 10 points in the game.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
And there's the pass to Jones. Looking to get it going. And then Jones with the jam.
Defensive breakdown there, no doubt about it. I mean, he's a guy you have to be focused on defensively.
There's 1:40 left in the third quarter. Pass to Vassell. And Walker kicks to Oladipo. Back to Walker. Good, and it's Oladipo picking up the assist. And it's 9 points for Walker.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Jones, the pass to Daniels. Westbrook pulls it in. Westbrook's got his 4th rebound in this one. And Oladipo has it in the corner. Back to Westbrook. Now, here's Walker. He's covered by Daniels. The wide open look here for Oladipo. Goes back up. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
He doesn't let you off the hook, Blake Griffin. He likes to draw contact and usually gets to the free throw line.
And Smitty, inevitable that a player's physical gifts may diminish over the years. But one thing about Blake Griffin that will never go away is his leadership ability.
I totally agree. He's one of the most respected players in the NBA, and that will continue even after his playing days are over. Despite all the injuries, Griffin was given the big contract. That kind of thing is a guessing game, but with high stakes.
Here's what San Antonio's going with right now. Derek Favors checked in for Walker, and Devontae Graham subbed in for Vassell. New Orleans has gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. Daniels passes to Hayes. Good on the bucket. Hayes has got 4 points this quarter.
And not relying at all on the three-point shot. They may want to rethink about stretching the defense a bit like they did in that first half.
Pass to Graham. Passes it to Westbrook. 5 on the clock. Over Daniels. And it's Daniels with the rebound. Well, for New Orleans, shooting 45% from the field since coming out of the locker room at halftime. And the pass to Murphy. Jones against Graham. Outside, Jones shoots over Graham. Off the mark. And so it's San Antonio up by 33 points as the buzzer sounds. A huge lead for them. From the field, they have been outstanding. Amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. We come back right after this. A chance now to hear Greg Popovich talking to his team just moments ago.
Can't forget about the boards. If we don't go to bodies, they're going to be at the rim all night.
And pretty unsurprising there, Greg Popovich reminding his guys to block out, play fundamental basketball.
Yeah, I mean, you work so hard at everything else. You have to finish the defense. It would be a crime to give up those extra possessions.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. On the floor for San Antonio starting the fourth quarter, we've got Brown. Devontae Graham is out there with Oladipo. Then there's Griffin, and it's Favors in at the 5 spot. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Devontae Graham. That's his first foul. Hart, he's checked in for Victor Oladipo. Pelicans shooting a pretty low 34% thus far. Alvarado, Graham defending. Here's Hernan Gomez, and finished off by Hernan Gomez.
And in terms of size, not your typical center, but man, he plays as big as any of them thanks to that terrific leaping ability.
Now here's Graham, driving the lane, and Graham throws it down.
And when the score is as lopsided as it is, and you can see they smell blood in the water, my man is going for the jugular.
Here's Richardson, rebounded by the Spurs.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Here's Graham. That shot, no good. Good work defensively by Richardson.
And thus far, they've managed to overcome an off game from him offensively.
Wasted no time on that one.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
Graham, the pass to Brown. Now Favors. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. To the paint. And Derek Favors with the slam.
Great look by Blake Griffin. When your foreman has that ability to pass the basketball, it's a major advantage.
Pass to Hernan Gomez. And for the teams who are rebuilding, Smitty, it seems stacking draft picks is often the best approach. Pick swaps, protections, it can make your head spin.
It can, Kevin. I think for the younger guys, it comes down to a couple things. Player development and the culture you breed. That's usually the difference between success and failure.
It's stolen by Hernan Gomez. And now the Pelicans on the break. Here's Nance, and the jam by Larry Nance.
He takes advantage of them in every way possible.
And Greg, he lures them into a trap on the steal, and then bang, straight to the bucket.
Great activity at both ends. Great teamwork as well.
Knocked away. Graham, the pass to Favors. And it's Graham missing. The Pelicans have gotten 4 of their 6 shots to fall so far here in the fourth. A pretty nice efficiency there. Here's Richardson, and that one hits back iron. And so Graham will bring it up for the San Antonio Spurs. They get to take on the Bulls at Chicago after this one. Richardson against Favors. Nance outside. Back to Richardson. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. We have got to see that sensational mobile one block again.
And guys, that is lockdown defense at its finest. Going right at the shot and then able to knock it away.
The Pelicans making a switch here. McCollum's checked in. Graham kicks to Hart. Pass to Favors. Brown outside. Passes to Graham. Three-pointer. The three-pointer is right on target.
He is cold-blooded. Drops the dagger. Piles on to what was already a big lead.
I mean, defensively, if you have any hope of coming back in this game, you can't afford to give him those looks.
And when you think of McCollum, the word efficient comes to mind. This guy just shoots the ball and plays the game at a high level.
And he makes the first. Steve, you played 4 years at Michigan State with all the changes, including pro options for the top prospects. Do you worry at all about the college game?
No, I don't worry about it. In some ways, having more players who stick around is a good thing, but I love the opportunity these young guys are getting. Continuity can lead to beautiful basketball. They just have to make adjustments.
Griffin, and the slam by Blake Griffin.
Never a bad idea to run the old pick play.
You're right. And if it produces a slam like that, we'll probably see more of them.
Especially if the defense is going to allow you to do it. Have to switch on that play.
What a professional. McCollum's reliability on offense is such a gift to his team.
Now the pass to Hart. Graham against Richardson. Wide open. Down deep. Graham drops it in.
That's good planning, and that's good execution. And that's a great look.
McCollum finds Richardson. And the foul on Josh Richardson. That's his first foul.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
Walker's checked in for the Spurs. Simmons comes in for Devontae Graham. Here's Simmons. Positions aren't as easily defined, Smitty, as they used to be in the NBA. Most players have to play a number of roles now.
That's totally true, Kevin. The more versatile you are, the more valuable you are. Teams want guards who can crash the boards and big men who can dish it out.
And it's blocked by Brown. To the wing right side. Now, here's Hart. Defense is right there. Here's Simmons. Favors trying to break free, and he banks in the layup.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Now McCollum. Richardson outside. And here is Hernan Gomez. Back to Richardson. 5 to shoot. Poked away. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. And San Antonio has possession. The Spurs have gone 7 of 11 from the floor in the final quarter so far. Been some solid looks for them. Shots good by Walker.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Here's McCollum. Cans it from short range. McCollum's got 6 here in this quarter.
And he's capable of turning it up on offense. When McCollum catches fire, this is a guy that can get uber aggressive.
Here's Hart. Off target with his 3. The Pelicans have gotten into a pretty good groove, going 6 of 10 here in the final quarter. Kicks it to Richardson. And with the offense we've been seeing throughout the league this year, Steve, what are the chances someone breaks the Suns' record of 107 points and a half?
Wow, Kevin. We saw the Warriors put up 92 and a half a few years back, but that's still 15 points short. I think a team like the Warriors, the Brooklyn Nets, a few of them, if they get going from behind the three-point line, it's possible.
Brown outside. Good on the three-point shot.
Three-point shooting since the half has been about as good as you could ask for.
McCollum passes to Hernan Gomez. Pass to McCollum. New Orleans moving the ball around. Down low, pulls up, takes the assist and lays it in. Pick out the pass nicely. 23 points for C.J. McCollum. And Simmons has got the ball here for San Antonio. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans. And a fast break now for the Pelicans. He's covered by Brown. Some solid defense from Brown. San Antonio's gone 2 of 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. Simmons with it. Pass to Hart. Fires for 3. Larry Nance comes up with the rebound. Dishes it to McCollum. Richardson gets a wide open look. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. The Spurs shooting in the fourth quarter has been efficient at 56%. Here's Walker. Oh, wow!
And how about just floating to the rim on that slam?
Boy, when he gets up, I mean, he gets up. I'm glad we got to see the Mobile One block once more. What a play.
And a block like that sends a message. One that says we're not giving up this lead.
On the wing, Nance for the 3. That shot missing. And San Antonio shooting has been fun to watch in this game. They're at 57% to the inside and stolen by Richardson. Here's McCollum. Rebounded by the Spurs. Simmons got 6 rebounds now in the game. Walker goes in and he gets it to go.
Well, this is what you're trying to do. Put the game away.
And he's doing it by getting to his spots and making big shots.
Driving in and blocked. That one goes careening off the glass.
The long reach of favorites have a real impact, especially when he leaves the ground quickly in time for blocks.
And that'll be San Antonio as it goes out of bounds. Spurs retain possession. Jackson Hayes, he's checked in for Nance. Vassell, he's checked in for San Antonio. Victor Oladipo comes in for Ben Simmons. Vassell, the pass to Brown. Here's Vassell. He's guarded by McCollum. Just 5 to shoot. He takes it in, and the basket by Vassell.
And they're getting points, they're getting stops, and this is how they'd like to play all the time.
Yes, when it's going good, it feels easy. These are the nights you relish, but they're tough to replicate.
Yep, that one goes in there.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Spurs.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And the strong effort here will convert into what will be their 50th win on the season.
And continued dominance against this team, winning both of their matchups this season. Just a quality win, and you look at the box score and some really good numbers
for Ben Simmons.
What was impressive to me, it felt like he made an impact in so many areas. Some of the effort won't show up in the stat sheet, but I noticed it.
Here's McCollum. Kept alive. Here's Hernan Gomez. Persistence pays off as they finally hit a shot.
Back in the day, someone would have blocked him out, but times have changed.
Passes it to Vassell. And the 3 off target. And so it's New Orleans with it. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Offensive rebound. Back to Hernan Gomez. Second chance shot. He takes it up and lays it in.
That's a nice read. The value of keeping your eyes up.
Here's Oladipo. And so it's San Antonio easily taking this one. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thank you very much, Blake. Another good night of work offensively. How does the team build on this?
Just keep that rhythm. You know, we're not always going to hit shots every night. Some nights the shots aren't going to fall. So just keeping that rhythm, keeping the ball moving, talking on defense, and relying on each other.
Congrats on a great win, Blake. Back to you, Kevin.
David, thank you as always. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. Now for Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge. This is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA here on 2K Sports. We'll see you later.